Hey, VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. Let me do this too. Okay, I want to join the club on that. I've noticed this little trend that, not even a trend, it's just, one of the things I happen to notice in a lot of videos is that people will start their videos, and as soon as they do, like they hit the record button, and the first thing they do is take a drink or whatever it is they have sitting there. Because I always kind of think, why didn't you take the sip right before you started the video? And I don't know. Just one of those things that you notice. I was like, my next video, I got to make sure I take a sip of something right at the beginning. So I chose Diet Coke, I guess. But anyway, again, it's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things you happen to notice type things. Which is kind of cool to me. I think that's part of, when you're building a community or something of that nature, you spend so much time interacting with each other, you start to notice, everyone's little nuances and stuff like that, which is really cool. That to me is what kind of brings closeness between people. So, just something funny I noticed. But before I begin, it's what I'm playing in the background. Got a little Warlock, True as Steel. Picked this up a while ago, actually, but I'm just now getting a chance to get around and listening to it. So, this is just kind of some recent vinyl finds. I've also got a lot of CDs recently, but I don't think I'm going to show those. It's a lot of just kind of basic stuff, just filling in the blank stuff, a lot of 80s stuff and things like that. But I'm going to go through my most recent vinyl finds, and some you've probably already seen in the background, some of my other videos or whatever the case may be, but they're always worth the show. Because I know I showed this one time, because I was actually playing it during a video I recently made. But this is the Bad Brains. So this is a recent purchase. Very, very good stuff. I mean, just typical, which I mentioned again the time I showed it when I was playing it in the background a week or so ago. Just typical Bad Brains. I mean, great artists, great musicians, talented, all over the place, can do almost any style of music they wanted to, from hardcore to reggae to metal and everything in between. So definitely an album worth getting there for sure. I also picked up this, which is the Ronettes featuring Veronica, and this is a reissue, which I was very happy that they actually did a reissue of it, because any of you know, to find the original on this can be pretty tough and potentially pretty expensive too. So it was nice that they had this original, which of course has their big hit Be My Baby. And I love the Ronettes. It's just, I don't know, awesome. Love those ladies. So I was very, very happy to get that one. And then from our very own, I'm sure a lot of people in the VC recognize this, and Dreama, signed by the one and only Mr. Derek. Ordered this a while ago, and I'm glad he still had copies left. And Derek, thank you very much for sending it over and taking the time to autograph it and everything else. And this is one of the purple vinyl. I think there was only like 4 left when I ordered this one, and D-Man hooked me up with that. So I really appreciate it, man. My D-Von section is growing. Let's hold it upside down. Some good stuff. And then this is one actually I showed a while ago, but I ordered, well, the one I got before, the one of the vinyl was warped, so I took it back and reordered another one, and this just came back in. And sadly enough, this one has a little bit of a wobble to it as well, but I want this record so bad that, I'm going to see if I can maybe get someone to flatten this. I know a couple people in the VC have those vinyl flats or whatever, and I really, really want this record in my collection, so I thought, you know what, I'm not taking a chance. I'll see if I can get that one worked out and go from there. But Africa Bambata, it just has basically all their greatest hits and everything, so very, very good stuff there. Here's one that really shocked me the other day, because I didn't realize this had been released, and I think this really kind of shows how vinyl is making such a strong comeback, because now, I remember when I first started collecting vinyl, there was no shine down on vinyl whatsoever, believe me, because I looked. I'm talking just like 4 years ago, But then one or two of their newest records came out on vinyl, and now they're starting to reissue their old stuff. So, you know, Us and Them came out, which I thought was freaking awesome. And only running about, you know, $20, $25, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I was extremely happy to get this. This has my favorite song by them, which is Heroes on it. So a very nice 2 LP set. Very happy to find that reissue. The next one here were just a bunch of dollar bin finds, but some decent stuff in here too, though. I bought this one actually thinking VCLT, but then I realized I don't even have it. So the B-52s, Wild Planet, really good shape, really good condition, and I was happy to find that in the dollar bin. That's one I didn't have. I thought I did for some reason. A sealed copy of, sorry about the glare there, a sealed copy of Nugent. There's another good dollar bin find. And this was a dollar bin find that I picked up because this was in great condition. And the first thing I thought about that was, this is going to be some VCLT. So, David Lee Roth, Crazy from Heat. So if anybody out there needs a very good copy of this, shoot me a message and let me know. Matter of fact, I need to make a video that's just strictly VCLT, because I got a lot of extra stuff here that I want to get out to people. So maybe I'll try to do it later this afternoon if I can get around to it. And I found this 2 LP set of Elvin Jones, the Impulse Years. You know, great jazz artist. And, you know, the cover was a little bit rough, as you can kind of see there. The edges are a little frayed. There's a little bit of a split up here. There's some writing on the back and everything. But at the same time, when I took out the vinyl and actually played them, you know, they looked pretty dirty, but, you know, they played decent. I thought, you know, for $1, it's a nice 2 LP set with some great jazz on there. This will definitely hold me over until I find a better copy of this. You know, so that was a good find. Elvin Jones, the dude can play. My girl Della Reese, love her to death. I like it like that. You know, and she was kind of a, you know, a mixture of a lot of things, but really kind of like a Vegas type girl, you know, some blues kind of feel mixed into some of the stuff she did. She was kind of all over the place. She was pretty talented. She could do a lot of different things, but I found that in a dollar bin as well, which is really nice. Terrence DRB, this is a Wishing Well 12-inch single. Can't go wrong with the 80s 12-inch singles. And last but not least, another great dollar bin find, George Thorogood Live. That was a really good find too. So, very happy to pick it up as well. So again, just a few pickups over the last week or so. Nothing huge, but I was definitely very, very happy to grab that Shine Down. I was just so happy to see they even released it. And they even released their other one too, the self-titled, the one that has Simple Man and I think it's self-titled, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I saw that one has been released on 180 gram vinyl as well. So, you know, awesome stuff. And just kind of a true testament to how strong vinyl is coming back when we're starting to see record labels, you know, reissuing and putting out these records. Because again, we all know if they can't make money from it, they're not doing it. And if they're doing it, that means they're making money, which means we're spending money, which means vinyl's coming back even more and more. So anyway, thanks VC as always. Good hanging out with you guys, and let me know what you think. All right, take care.